nice to meet you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining the Zoom today. Um, I hope you have some questions ready. I'm ready to answer any questions you have about nutrition, about workouts, about the challenge so far. And then I'm going to discuss kind of the key mistakes I made when I started first my weight loss journey 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, so you can learn from me as well. So, okay, who wants to go first? Let me ask you girls, how do you find the challenge so far? I know some of you shared some of your wins. So yeah, who wants to go first? Don't be shy. Just
I can go first.
yeah, go for it, Holly.
I've found it really good. I think the thing that I've struggled with is probably the getting the steps in, having like a sit down. I work from home and like it says 5 days a week, sat at a desk, and that's the bit that for me has been the hardest is to like get myself away from, a busy work, day.
Yeah.
Um, and I suppose it's trying to, a lot of the kind of questions that I had around were around, so I'm kind of trying to adjust the plan depending on, what you're doing on a particular day as well. Like today, I was like, right, I'll get to the gym site before this call so I can get that done. And I'm thinking I haven't got enough time to do my like full 45 minutes incline walk. So shall I just, walk faster and at a higher incline for half an hour? And it's I'm wondering like how you would juggle stuff like that and to adapt it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think actually that's a really good idea because I know people are busy. Me myself, I'm always at a desk as well. I have a treadmill at home, so that really helps. But also, I think if you don't have a treadmill at home and you only have 30 minutes, doing 30 minutes, probably on a steeper incline, you can keep the speed the same, but maybe a steeper incline, so it's a bit more challenging. So it's more like a hike that gets
Mm,
the heart rate up and burns like a lot of calories as well. So I think that's a
yeah.
really good workaround.
Mm,
Setting reminders on your Fitbit or on your phone to kind of just
yeah.
force yourself to get up. I have to
Yeah.
do the same because I find myself like hours sitting at my desk and then I realize like 2 hours have passed and I haven't moved. So I think that really
Yeah.
doing the reminders on your Fitbit or Apple Watch or whatever it is. Um,
Yeah.
Trying to get your steps in the morning before work
Yeah.
starts. That's really good. Uh,
Yeah.
I find I do that because once I'm working, I find it hard to get up again. So I think
Mm,
steps early in the morning or going to the gym early in the morning, getting it out the way so that you don't skip it. It's always like
yeah.
after work, you might be tired, you might skip it. So I really recommend getting up an hour earlier and going to the gym and getting
Yeah.
at least some of your steps in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I
Cool.
would recommend.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. Sorry. There's so many things as I've been going through it. I'm sure other people are the same, but you kind of think, oh, I need to ask about this. The other thing that I just wanted to ask was in terms of like nutrition, because you read lots of different things where some people will say like, don't buy reduced fat stuff because it'll have loads of other things in it. But then doing this challenge, like buying some of the reduced fat products have made it so much easier because you can have, like, I've been full after every meal. Like, I haven't felt like I've needed more food. But I just wondered whether you had any thoughts on that.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question as well. So on a calorie deficit, I think reduced fat is always better because it's lower calories and usually reduced fat has a bit of a higher protein content in it as
Right.
well. So it helps you kill two birds with one stone. So that's really good. And then it's not like reduced fat is unhealthy. It's just
Mm,
that full fat, you have more of the nutrients in it. So whole fat is probably more nutritious, but
mm,
reduced fat is better for hitting our weight loss
yeah.
goals because we're in weight loss, we are in fat loss. So that's better for us because of our goals. For other
Yeah.
people, if they're bulking or if they want certain nutrients or they don't really care about being in a deficit, then yeah, probably full fat is okay, but that's always going to be higher calorie. So I always
Yeah.
recommend low fat and things that are really low fat naturally are like cottage cheese, uh,
Mm,
Greek yogurt, they're already kind of naturally on the lower fat side
yeah.
rather than like like double cream, which is always like higher fat, how it is, it
Yeah.
comes with that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. Thank you.
perfect. Really love those questions. Okay, cool. Who's next? Mimi, Hannah, Melissa.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I'm just actually driving to the gym, so I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. You're in Australia,
Oh,
right?
oh, great. Yeah. Hey, I just had a question just going back to those steps. Um, when I'm on the treadmill, I find that I get a little bit bored just doing a walk. So would you say it's okay to potentially run for like 10 minutes, or would you aim more for like a steeper incline?
I think so. Personally, it depends on your appetite. So running makes you a bit hungrier. So running is good, it's not bad, but it can make you hungrier when you're in a calorie deficit. So after your run, you'll feel super hungry and kind of want to eat more, and it's hard to stick to the calorie deficit. It's great for burning calories a bit quicker, but walking incline is like least cardio, which is like a steady rate of cardio, which burns just as much fat as running. But if you find it boring, you can go on a steeper incline and kind of alternate between going steeper and not steeper to kind of make it like a bit more challenging. So you kind of have something to do while you're on the treadmill. Or you can put like your favorite TV show or something to pass the time.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it as well.
Okay. Okay. That's great. I don't think I really had any other questions, but I'm just really enjoying the consistency. Like I put in the group chat about the fact that I just do a lot of different classes, and I just turn up to the gym because I go really early in the morning. So I just like to get in and get it done. And I've never really had much confidence like with sort of going on the gym floor and just doing my own thing. So this routine that you put together is so good. I really appreciate it.
I'm so glad. That's really nice to hear. I'm really glad you like it. I've heard that from different people as well, where they're kind of just doing random workouts and not a structured
Yeah.
program. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're definitely not alone. Doing a structured program you can see more progress over time than just like random workouts that you find, or the classes where you're not really always focusing on the mind muscle connection, which is really important,
Yeah.
especially for toning up.
Thank you.
No problem. Cool. So Mimi, Melissa.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Mimi.
I have a question. So one of my challenges has been, 'cause like I mentioned, I've been doing like fad diets, low, really low calories. And obviously you gave me the 1700, so that was quite big for me. So whilst I am trying my best to stay within sort of my macros, I'm not really getting anywhere near the calorie target. So I'm still within. I tend to eat. So if I'm within my macro, sorry, I'm still eating around 1,300, 400, maybe at the max. How can I kind of almost hit closer to that?
So what's your macros currently?
I believe, if I remember correctly, so my fat is 57, if I'm correctly, and then the carbs is 128, and the protein, I believe, is 170. So I'm hitting the macros, but it's just once I've input all, what I want to eat. So I tend to input it early morning just so I have a rough idea. So once I put that, I've kind of within my macros or just literally hit it. I can't really add anything else because, or if I can add it, always just tends to be carb. I can't add any sort of protein or fat.
So you're having trouble balancing the calories with the macros, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
But you're not following the meal plan or doing the meal plan exactly how it is?
Yeah, that's correct. But the reason why I'm kind of doing what I cook for my family and stuff is because I know whilst doing this challenge with you for 2 weeks, if I'm not, with you again, it's just I wanted to kind of get the feel of how can I do that while using the macros, if that makes sense. So I know a lot of my meals are not off the plan, but I'm just trying to see,
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean now. So yeah, Mimi, this is something I do with my one-on-one clients. It's called flexible dieting. And that's where I teach you how to track your macros and kind of create your own custom meal plan for yourself, eating foods that you like. So yeah, that's something on my one-on-one plan that I teach my clients, but I'm happy to chat about that with you later. If you're looking for something more custom, I do have a few spots still open on my custom coaching.
Okay.
So, yeah, just let me know.
Okay, sure. Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
That was all the question I had.
No problem. I love when like girls get together and we actually, talk about experiences and we can learn from each other. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I want to tell you girls about kind of some of the biggest mistakes I made on my weight loss journey. So I think the number one was not eating enough protein. So I know we all know that we all have to eat protein to build muscle and get toned. But yeah, if you're not eating enough protein, then the muscle doesn't have the chance to actually repair itself from the strength training and actually stimulate it to grow. So it is really important that we eat our protein and feed our muscles to get toned. I always recommend like 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kg of body weight to my clients. The other one was rushing through my workouts. So in the beginning of my journey, I used to kind of just do random workouts and kind of just like rush through them and not really feel the mind muscle connection or feel the muscle that I was working. My form was probably incorrect, but that's fine. Everyone starts somewhere and they're a beginner, right? So yeah, I saw real progress when I started slowing down my reps and like really feeling the muscle that I was working. And then the third one was doing too much kind of running and cardio, which made me really hungry, which we talked about. And it made me hungry and kind of angry because I couldn't stick to my calorie deficit. So that's why I don't always recommend running and always recommend zone 2 or steady state cardio. And then also doing walking as my only cardio when I was kind of bulking, putting on more muscle. I did only walking 10K steps and kind of gained a bit more fat when I needed to do cardio and walking to help me reach my goals, as well as calorie deficit, of course. And then my last one was doing yoga or body weight exercises and thinking that would tone me up. You can't really tone up your muscle or lose body fat if you're not having some kind of resistance on them, challenging it with some weights or resistance band or both in order for it to like really stretch and rip and tear and then grow itself back and then tone up. So those are kind of my biggest mistakes that I wanted to share. I hope they were useful. And if you guys have any other questions or want to talk about anything else, let's do it.
I was going to ask actually, you know, with the I notice when I'm at the gym and I'm much more confident now than I used to be, but I'll still be really cautious about the size of the weight that I'm using. So I'll tend to go lighter to start off with. And then if it's really easy, I'll like put it up or then it'll come back down again. But I know different people have said there's benefits of doing different things. So would you recommend going for a higher weight, less reps over lower weight, more reps, or does it depend?
Yeah, it depends on the exercise. So some exercises it's better to go lighter weight and more reps, and other exercises it's better to go heavier, lower reps over time. But with all of them, you should kind of progressively overload. So whether you're doing lighter and then increase or on the other type of exercise. So for example, like kickbacks with the cable, like the big one. You shouldn't really go heavy in weights on those. Those should kind of be lighter weight and more reps. So that rep range will be like 12 to 15 or even 15 to 20 because it's a unilateral kind of isolation cable movement. Whereas on squats, for example, you can go much heavier and do less reps. So it really depends on the exercise. Getting stronger with each exercise over time.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I am monopolizing this completely. The other thing that I was going to ask.
Go for it. We all learn from each other's questions. Some people might not think of a question, but they're still learning because you asked them. So that's really great.
I found the other day, so with the cardio in the plan, I've gone for doing the incline walking, just because I find that more comfortable to do. The other day, I thought, well, I'll give the stair thingy a go because it's shorter as well. I thought, right, it's less time. I lasted about 5 minutes on that. No, I can't do it, which really surprised me because I've done quite a bit of running in the past. I really enjoy my swimming. Like I can run, well, probably not now, but I've run sort of 10Ks and everything. So I would class myself as being fitter. But when I was on that, I was just like, this is so embarrassing because I'm gonna have to get off.
It's not even me, like when I haven't used the stairs in a while and I first do it, I'm like, okay, 5 minutes and that's it, literally. When you're not used to it, you kind of have to build it up. The stairs are literally like one of the workouts from hell. They are hard to do, and especially in the beginning. You kind of have to build it up with the stairs. You start at 6 minutes.
Is it a muscle thing or is it a cardio kind of? No, it's like
cardio, yeah. You're not really toning or building any muscle with that. It's just cardio. You might feel your legs or glutes, it's just kind of feeling them, waking them up, activating them, but it's not like building anything. It's just activating. Yeah, but the stairs are hard. You build it up. You do 5 minutes, and then the next time you can do 10 minutes, and then the next time you can do 20 minutes. But it's like a slow progression. So I've been there literally the first time. I was like 5 minutes. What is this?
I see these girls on there, like at the gym, and they're there for like half an hour. I'm just like, what?
But also
Oh,
some of them come to just do stairs. So if you're just
Yeah,
coming ready to do stairs, it's kind of easier. When you're doing
yeah,
the stairs at the end of the already like a strength training workout, it's even harder.
yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
really like to try this. You're right, Holly. I've seen a lot of people on social media like just
Yeah,
they almost call it like the worst workout or the worst exercise ever.
yeah,
It is hard.
yeah,
It is worth it because it is like a steady zone 2 cardio as well, like walking incline, but it's a bit more challenging and you burn more calories for a shorter time. So I do like it when I'm in a rush. Can just do 10 minutes and that's like equivalent to like 30 or 40 minutes on the incline.
yeah.
Is it like trying to push the escalator? Like, when the escalators is still, so it's like trying to push there, isn't it? For it to kind of go. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. It would be like. I've not done it.
It's just like walking up a never-ending escalator, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. You know when you say about the zone, because I hear loads of people talking about this, like zone 2 and zone, is that to do with your heart rate, or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, it's to do with your heart rate at like a steady pace.
Okay.
Walking and stairs, like any kind of repetitive or cycling. While
Mm.
running puts your heart rate, I think, in a much higher range. So
Okay.
it kind of goes up and down, up and down. While this
Okay.
one's more steady and it burns calories really effectively. It's really great for fat loss.
Okay. Okay. And then stuff like swimming, and I know that you said about like with running is not so great if you're trying, because it just makes it, I know that swimming is one of those things that will make you quite hungry, but that's the only thing that I kind of at the moment I feel like I'm missing something, like just to keep to maintain that sort of, because if I take too much time away from like the pool, then when I go back it's really hard, and I wonder whether there is a way of still incorporating that in there, or just kind of accept that actually you need to take a bit of time to do something different.
No, it's definitely, sorry, we're just running out of time, but you can definitely still do swimming as well. One of
Mm,
my clients, she loves swimming as well, and she does swimming in her program. You
okay.
don't have to take out the exercises that you love and enjoy.
Yeah,
I think someone else on this challenge, she also really loves running. And I was like, you don't have
yeah.
to sacrifice running, you can still do it. But just
Mm,
bear in mind, maybe it will make you hungrier. But if you're fine, you don't have a huge appetite, then some people don't really mind. But
yeah,
people that do have huge appetites, they wouldn't want, like,
yeah,
maybe that's not for them. So it
yeah.
depends.
Can I
Okay.
ask a quick question? Sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, like, what kind of tips do you have, sort of staying on track, on like the tougher, more challenging days, so you don't feel like falling to old habits. I know this is just a 2 week challenge, so I've still kind of almost got that mentality of I have to eat lower calories to, lose weight, basically.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, so you won't always feel motivated in your weight loss journey, your fat loss journey. I won't lie to you. I don't always
Mhm,
feel motivated, but it's kind of learning the art of discipline to keep going on. So
mhm,
doing things that you don't like doing, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, celebrating the small wins. So not being so hard on yourself. So today I walked 10K steps. Today I drank 3 liters of water. I know you all enjoyed that, but it's just it's just celebrating the small wins and
Mm,
giving yourself a pat on the back. You might not be motivated, but you need to look forward and remember your goal. And having someone to keep you accountable, whether it's me, whether it's the partner, but just to keep on going. And when the cravings hit, if you have a bad relationship with food, if you have sugar cravings, and to prepare sweet treats, the healthier ones, high protein ones, like some of the ones I
mhm.
put on my
mm,
Instagram or some of the ones on the meal plan. So
Yeah.
when the craving hits, you don't reach to the closest snack, you're prepared and you can have something that you can actually enjoy guilt-free and hit
Yeah.
your goals at the same time. And then you'll be proud of yourself because you're showing up for yourself in the end. So just being prepared
Mhm.
and not being too hard on yourself, and discipline to tell yourself that you're doing this for you. This is me time
Yeah.
and that you've got this. Trust in yourself, you know?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a lot for me, especially personally. It's like a long journey because I'm just always in a vicious cycle. Like yesterday, since starting this challenge, I was pushing myself to go out for 10Ks. Like we would even go out, even though my kids have like a bedtime of 7, but I would say to my husband like, no, we're going out. It's like 5:30. I'm like, no, we're gonna go out. It's okay if they go past their time. And so yesterday, I couldn't afford, I just couldn't go out, and I was kind of beating myself up. I was like, oh damn it, like I want to be consistent 10K plus steps, in this 2 week challenge, and I was really beating myself up because that's like how I normally am. And it's the same with my nutrition is like I'll be really good, be very consistent, and then probably have a bad day or whatever's going on, and I'll almost binge eat. So just start like eating, um almost like a punishment for myself, if that makes sense. It's more like, this is what you deserve. Like, you don't deserve to, you know, you deserve to be fat and so on and so forth. So it's,
Sorry, go
yeah.
on.
No, sorry, that's what I'm saying, because I've got that kind of old habits, and I know it's going to take time. I don't expect, within 2 weeks always disappear. I'm well aware of that, but yeah.
No, I completely understand that. It's like the all or nothing habit. So if you think
Yes.
you don't achieve everything 100%, you're just like, okay, well, I already screwed it up, so let me just eat because I'm already a screw up. No, I completely understand that. I have been there myself, actually. But it's just understanding that it's not all or nothing. So if you didn't do 10K steps, maybe you did 8, maybe you did 7. It's still better than you were, like, last week, maybe you were doing only 2K. So you need to also acknowledge that and pat yourself on the back for that as well, not punish yourself.
Yeah.
In the end, you're working out because you love your body, you are building your body. You're not working out to punish your body because you hate it. But acknowledge that you're loving your body and that you want to be a healthier version of yourself for your future, for your kids, for your partner, for whoever it is, for yourself. And yeah, just acknowledging that and not being hard on yourself, and still acknowledging the wins. Even if you didn't hit that goal of the day, you've probably hit other goals in that day.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying. I think what didn't help, I kind of almost slipped into my old habits because, like I said, I didn't get 10K step, but then I also I wasn't able to do the day one cardio. I mean, I did move it to Friday, so I am going to be doing it anyways. But that's having both of them, like not having to take it off, it was always like, so, but it's like old habits started to kick in. That's what I mentioned in the chat. That was one of my sort of challenges.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the all or nothing habit. Yeah, even if it didn't go perfect 100%, it doesn't mean you need to throw the towel in and give up. You just keep on going, and tomorrow is another day.
Thank you.
No worries. Cool. So I think we have about 5 minutes left before Zoom kicks me out. So if you guys have anything else you want to discuss.
I think I've lost all the questions I had in mind.
Yeah, same. It's really
Right.
helpful.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Well,
And thank you, Holly. You asked a lot of the questions that I kind of had in mind when you initially spoke the first time, so thank you.
we all learn from each other's questions. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it was lovely to see you all. I hope you have a restful evening.
Thank you.
And yeah, I will see you tomorrow and set a task of the day, not 3 liters of water, something else.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good
Bye.
evening. Bye.